in the background while I was playing video games, and it would mute my video every time.
Mixtape music. You like, where'd you find this? Online.
Learned real quick. Non-copyrighted music was a good thing to have. Where was that one spot that we go to where, like, when we talk, we pop up on the screen? And what was that one thing she was saying? I don't know. I haven't got enough time to worry about how to do that right now. So, okay, I was learning how to do it through Streamlabs, the OBS, like how to get it set up and looking good. The only problem with it is, like, basically we have to keep, like, the video running, like, at the same spot so it doesn't fuck up on the, like, how the template is. Because the template's a certain way. So if it messes up and, like, you go over there or just one goes down, like if I have 3 boxes and then one of your cameras cuts out and it goes to 2, the template is going to be in the way of the whole video. So I'm trying to figure out how to get it to where it doesn't do that.
I mean, you watched that whole video? She was moving the fucking shit.
Yeah, I can move. See, I can move us around and stuff like all that. See, I can do that. That's not a problem. It's what I'm looking at. View, speak. Aha. Follow host, order, release, order full screen. No, that's not what I want to do. I'll figure it out later. That's fine.
So, my services, for anybody, you know, that want to get in the gambling world.
God.
I pretty much told you who was coming out of which division, except for one. I called all this shit from the beginning, except for one. Except for one team. So I'm here if you need me.
We're gonna win a Super Bowl.
Come on, man.
It's not gonna be Tampa.
First off, look, I'll go over the bracket right now. I'll go over the bracket right now to let you know how we gonna win. We gonna scrape Chase Young big mouth ass for sure. I'm just gonna call him Chase Young. The whole Washington. Nope, fuck that. Chase Young shouldn't open his mouth. So Chase Young finna get his ass.
Oh yeah, I can see y'all gonna run through Washington. I already know Washington ain't finna get past the first round.
We beat the Packers this year 38-10.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is a different specimen in the playoffs sometimes. Depending on which Aaron Rodgers show up, he's different in the playoffs.
Is this the same Aaron Rodgers that only got 1 Super Bowl ring? One. So when he gets to the playoffs, he do cool. Then he get his ass whooped. So it don't really matter. They got a first round bye. Aaron Rodgers has surpassed his normal expectations. He get past the first round. Second round, he get his ass whooped. He get to the conference championship, he get dusted. So he ain't win shit since 09. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Cliche shit. But So he about to lose to the boy with 6 of them. I think we're gonna end up playing the Seahawks in the conference championship the way it's set up. Because what I think is gonna happen right now, I think the Bears gonna beat the Saints, hands down.
Nah.
You want to know why? Kamara ain't there. Oh yeah, no, Kamara is there. He gonna play. But so look, Kamara gonna play. If he actually affected from the shit, he ain't finna go get no 6 touchdowns. He not finna go do none of that shit. And on top of that, Khalil Mack is a dog. Like, regardless, you can say whatever you want to say about the Bears. Nobody can't say shit by Khalil Mack. You got nothing.
But he only one player, though.
True, but that one player will shut Drew Brees, which is one player down, which shuts down the whole offense. You get Drew Brees scared, he'll get that bitch up quick. He'll give it up faster than Tom. Drew Brees most scared than Tom. Believe that. If you watch him, after Drew Brees get hit, he'll get that motherfucker up. He'll throw that. So, yeah, I think that's going to happen. The Seahawks going to beat the Rams for sure. Russell just going to pull through that.
We'll talk about it. Let's just get started. And 5, 4, 3, 2. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the All Pro JAFFOs. It is episode 51. It is Tuesday, January 5th, 2020. We're coming to you live on YouTube from the Coach Nish Zoom room where we break it down while breaking ground. This episode brought to you by Groundbreaking Enterprises. Together we can form a groundbreaking solution. I'm your host, JP. Alongside me, as always, the best DJ in the whole West Coast, Mr. DJ Mad Sticks.
What up? What up?
And the 6'10" beast from the Southeast, the Duke of Deuces, Mr. Country Cat. I think I said it wrong.
Definitely said that shit wrong.
Oh,
you got the reaction like, hold
Which
on.
one? Was it? How do you pronounce it?
Deuce.
Deuce. Okay, there we go. The Duke of Deuce, Country Cat.
Hey, champ, how you doing, champ? How you doing, DJ Mad Sticks? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it like that. How you doing, champ? You know what I mean? I gotta let it be known. Look, man. I'm a champion. I'm gonna go ahead and warp Lloyd Banks fucking shit. I'm gonna take his cadence for that one. But man. Konnichiwa to all my people overseas. You know what I mean? Konnichiwa to all my people on the same rock as me.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you've had a good weekend. Week 17 is definitely something to behold. Message board today, obviously the date, January 5th, 2021. Cowboys choked. That's number 1. Number 2, Cleveland equals COVID because COVID ran rampant through the Cleveland Browns, taking out their head coach, who they will not have during the playoff game, adding a whole bunch of other players like Malcolm Smith and Denzel Ward and, those types of guys on defense. It's going to be a tough one for the Brownies coming up in this playoff game. And Giants, I didn't have enough room, but Giants/Giants fans, quit your fucking bitching, okay? Just quit your bitching. I'm hearing a whole lot of crying on Twitter, online, and even the people on regular fucking TV, on ESPN, everyone, the Eagles, they basically tanked in the middle of the game. I was like, okay, hold on. First of all, the fact that you had to rely on a 4-10 team to actually accomplish something is bad enough as it is. The whole NFC East had been shit all year long. Maybe you should have won more than 6 games, so you didn't have to worry about the fucking Eagles having to determine whether or not you were going to make the playoffs. They benched Jalen Hurts. Big whoop. He wasn't having that great of a game anyway. So it's a meaningless game to the Eagles. They already lost. They wanted to evaluate their backup quarterback. Now, if the backup quarterback would have came in and lit it up and the Eagles would have won, nobody would be crying. Everyone would be like, oh, they'll praise the Eagles, this, and that. Eli Manning went on Twitter. He's like, this is why we don't like the Eagles. Fletcher Cox came back at him. We don't like you too. He's like, we don't like you either, motherfucker. Like, basically, it's just been a whole lot of the Eagles, just shut the fuck up. Just enough with the goddamn crying. Your team didn't make it. You relied on another trash, shitty NFC East team to try and get you into the playoffs. It just wasn't going to happen. Even if Jalen Hurts was staying in the game, Washington was winning that fucking game. There was no doubt about it. Jalen Hurts was already playing like shit up until he got into that third quarter when he took him out. I was like, so it was no different for when the backup quarterback came in and when Jalen Hurts was in. It didn't matter. They were still going to lose that game. Everyone's like, oh, they tanked because now they were talking about draft position. Now the Eagles were at 9. Now they're at 6 because of the loss. And now they're top 6. And it's like the Jaguars and the Jets had been basically tanking all season long. Everybody knew about that. There's no uproar about that.
They need a quarterback.
They need a quarterback. But what I'm saying is, like, they're tanking. They're obviously tanking. The mid-season moves and everything that they did, it's obvious that they were tanking. Nobody was in an uproar about that. But now that the Eagles, in their meaningless game, it didn't matter whether they won or lost. We even talked about how they might have done this. Even if Dallas were to have gone and beat the Giants, nobody would have shed a tear for Dallas if this was the situation. If this same thing happened, if Dallas was on the line, nobody would shed a tear for Dallas at all.
Nobody shed a tear about Jerry Jones got enough money to where he would make it a thing.
But whether it be a thing, it's just crying for no reason. What I'm saying is you had a shit season all year long. To be honest, none of the fucking NFC East teams should be in the playoffs with the record that they had and as bad as they played all season long. But you got to have a divisional champion in there.
Last time I checked, the Niners had the same record as some of these NFC East teams.
Boy,
if we were to be playing in the NFC East, we would be the champs right now. We have
matter of fact, y'all finished last place in y'all division, at least.
Our last place team, we're the last place team in the NFC West, would be the first place team in the NFC East. Go look at the record.
Ain't saying much.
Go look at the record. No, I'm not saying it's saying much. I'm just trying to say you're trying to make it seem like the Niners are just as bad as the NFC East. No, we're better than every NFC East team by record.
Y'all a collective effort over there.
Every NFC East team by record.
I'm 11-5, fam. I don't know what y'all going through this year. But I will say, the Giants. All right, so I feel like the Giants knew they weren't gonna go. I feel like all this riffraff was morally.
There were some Giants
about
players.
The draft shit because that draft position is critical. Those 4 spots essentially are very critical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference between having a premier corner or a top receiver. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much what it is. Like, we ain't gonna catch it a few years ago when what was buddy name that played for fucking Alabama? Mekhi Fitzpatrick or some shit like that.
Minka Fitzpatrick?
Yeah. He ain't gonna catch nobody going that low like that. Like, he nice. You ain't gonna catch nobody going like nice out of college. I ain't been paying attention to his ass, to be all the way honest with you. I just remember that I wanted him in Tampa and we didn't get him. But at the same time, it's
Miami got him and they didn't want him, and look what happened.
I mean, still, that's what I'm saying. That's essential for those spots. They wanted them to go out there and try to, beat up on Washington and do all that shit. It's like,
what I'm saying is, regardless of how it went down, whether they tanked in the middle of the game by taking out Hurts, whatever or not, they were gonna lose the game. You as a Giants fan, you couldn't have absolutely thought that the Eagles were actually going to stand a chance, that they were actually going to win that game. Your level of optimism is amazing to me. If you really thought that the Eagles were going to lose to the Redskins or to the Washington football.
It didn't really matter who came out that division. They was going to get their ass whooped.
Absolutely. Whoever it was.
It didn't really matter.
Whoever it was, honestly.
Your team too, sir.
Hey, let's be real. Chase Young came out saying like he wants Tom Brady. He may get Tom Brady maybe once. He may even get him twice. Scoreboard is not going to give a damn about that because Bucks are going to be handling that ass. Like it didn't matter. It didn't matter who came out of the NFC East. I'm just sick of all like the people. You had a 6-10 season. Shut up. You had nothing to be proud of anyway. Shut up.
Exactly.
Like, what are you really bitching about? Is this just a talking point to have? That's what I was talking about. Like the dudes on ESPN. Yeah, Dan Orlovsky talking out of his ass. Just like, what are we talking about, dude? It's a 6-10 team. The Eagles were getting dog walked anyway. Who gives a fuck what happened at the end of that game? Fuck the Giants. And Dan Orlovsky, by the way, dude, you were on the 0-16 Detroit Lions team. Yeah, the guy who ran out of bounds for the safety. Yeah, that was you. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say, really, dude. You have a good amount of talking points. But other than that, bro, really nobody cares. You're just a nuisance at this point. And then Stephen A was actually one of the only ones that actually said to everybody, just shut up. Wah, 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 wah. Just a whole bunch of crying for nothing. You had a shitty season anyway. You're in a shitty division. Who gives a damn who came out of this division on top? Because they were going to get killed anyway. Who gives a damn? Go on to the next year. You still have a top 15 pick. Holy shit. You're really the Eagles actually played it smart to move up to get to the 6 instead of the 9. It's like that's actually the smart thing. People should be praising the Eagles rather than fucking telling them they were tanking. You had two teams, number 1 and 2, had been tanking all goddamn year long. And all of a sudden, in the end of the third quarter, they want to take Jalen Hurts out, who was already fucking shafted in the bed the whole game. No, dude, just shut the fuck up. Just done. Go back to New York. Figure out how you're going to get back to 8-8 maybe next year. See if you have a possible chance. Maybe if Saquon Barkley can get you out of some fucking trouble. But
you talking about the Giants?
Yeah, the Giants.
They're not going 8-8.
They go 8. Oh, are they going to go less? Or are they going to go more?
They get more than that. You really confused on what's their record this year?
6-10.
They lost Saquon game 1.
They did.
They lost Saquon game 1. He didn't affect their season at all. They went 6-10 without a top rusher. Mm-hmm. You're tripping. Yeah. You're tripping if you think they're going 6-10 again or 8-8. You're tripping.
I'm just
give them a good 12 next year.
What I'm saying is they need to stop worrying about this year. They need to stop worrying about this year. The fans, just who gives a shit? It's the NFC East. Don't give a damn. They're losing in the playoffs, and they're going to be unheard of the week after that. Nobody's going to care. All of this is just going to be shit stirred. That's going to get thrown out the window. Nobody gives a damn about the only way that makes this a story is if Washington somehow miraculously beats the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If they somehow beat the Bucks, then they're going to be like, oh, see, that could have been the Giants. That could have been the Cowboys if they had won. They could be. No. All of you are on crack. You fucking meth heads. Get your head out of your goddamn ass. Move on to next season and be done with it. You weren't going to accomplish shit in the playoffs if you had even made it. Who gives a damn? Moving on. Devontae Smith.
That sounds like a bitter Niner fan speaking over there, man.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It literally pissed me off because I'm like, literally, these people are fucking crying over a 4-10 team that they expected to somehow win the game. They look at what was happening before that point when they took out Jalen Hurts. They were gonna lose that game anyway. It didn't matter what happened. Huh?
It was down 3. They were down 3 points. Matter of fact, when they took Jalen out, they was only down 1.
Statistically wise, he was having a shit game.
I get you, but at the same time, when you down 1 or 3 points and you got a running ass quarterback, it's not really a big hurdle to jump.
It wasn't gonna matter. It wasn't gonna matter either way.
I feel like that's hatred, and I feel like that's you wanting to sleep on that little couch you on right now. Secondly,
Hatred.
Secondly, I feel like
hatred.
that flag on your wall is pick 6 and pick 7. That's just what I've been seeing the whole time. You got a whole mini mock draft on your wall. Pick 6, pick 7.
Even though my wife is an Eagles fan, it doesn't matter. What I'm just saying is, like, people are bitching and complaining and crying for the dumbest reason I've ever heard. Like, you were relying on a shitty team to get you into the playoffs. That was your first mistake. As I say, your level of optimism going into that game was way too goddamn high.
Based on your theory, if they relied on themselves, they relied on the wrong team too. They're a shitty team too. That's what I'm saying. They had no hope. They had no hope. They were just shooting in the dark.
They could have gone better than 6 and 10. They wouldn't have even been in that situation.
Nah, they had no hope of that either. They had no hope of that either. Like,
so then where the hell is the hope automatic? Like, you were going to play one game in the playoffs. What? All that was going to do was ruin your draft stock. That's all that was going to do.
I mean, you get bonuses, you get more money. It's an incentive to make the playoffs. I mean, even if you get your ass knocked out the first round, that's better than the other fucking 5 and 11 teams that see your division. They ain't get that extra check.
Take your licks,
game check or bonus.
Take your licks, get a top 15 pick, make your team better, and go on to the next year.
Man,
stop worrying about it.
I don't think top 15 is even honestly, unless you number 1 and actually able to produce, I don't think top 15 matter anymore at this point, because some of these picks ain't even living up to that shit. You get what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Wasn't Ayuk a second rounder, or we was the late first rounder? Then y'all like
he's 27 or 26.
So a late first rounder, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And he produced, you according to you, shit. I don't know. I ain't watched not one Niner game outside of when the Cowboys beat y'all last, which was hilarious. That was hilarious. If you want to relive that moment since the regular season done, this man CeeDee Lamb returned the onside kick. That shit was the funniest moment of the whole game.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Except for when Tony Pollard pressed circle on y'all motherfuckers.
Right.
With CeeDee Lamb taking that onside kick back, I saw it coming too. I was like, it's gonna bounce right up, right into his hands, and he's gonna. Yep. Look at him. Yep. He did exactly what I thought he was gonna do.
Yo, but look, analyze that Tony Pollard run right before that. Tony Pollard fumbled the fucking ball, picked it up, then pressed circle. He pressed circles immediately. That shit was like when Lamar made them two Bengals hit each other. It was like your players like brushed each other. Or like when Lamar made, what was your corner name that did that fucking delayed DB blitz and he fucking barrel rolled and hurt his ankle against Lamar last year when he fucking shook him out his socks? Oh shit. Yo, I really don't like your squad. I remember games that you sit here and act like you don't remember. I hate your squad, bro. That shit crazy. Lamar Jackson trashed y'all last year. Trashed y'all. This man real in the rain. You remember that shit? He made one of your corners. So what?
They won by 3.
Fam, just like the Ravens won by 3 in the Super Bowl, that shit was over with before the game was over.
We won by 3, and we were the first team to make Lamar turn the ball over.
Man, hey, look, what I'm saying to you is you can hang on to these minuscule ass stats. That man won the MVP. They beat y'all ass in the Super Bowl by the same point spread. And on top of that, y'all choked in the Super Bowl that same exact year. All of that shit was funny. All that. And y'all cheated Russell Wilson out of his playoff shit. All that.
Cheated.
And you lost. The last game of the year, y'all was holding the fuck out of everybody.
Oh, my God.
What?
Move
what?
The fuck on.
You already know my team. You know my team.
I
promise you. Y'all was holding
with this slanderous
DK. Y'all was holding the tight ends. Y'all was holding Carson. Y'all was holding
Seattle Seahawks DBs have been historically holding people.
You had Tyler Lockett in the headlock on the 20, on the hash mark.
We're done. We're moving on. We're moving on. Devontae Smith, like I was saying before, Alabama wide receiver, won the Heisman Trophy not too long ago, just about 20 minutes ago, I think, about half an hour ago. He's the third wide receiver ever to get that done, first since Desmond Howard in 1991. Led the country in catches, receiving yards, all-purpose yards, and receiving touchdowns. Broke Bama records in receiving yards and touchdowns. He's the first wide receiver to ever win the AP Player of the Year award. Congratulations, Devontae Smith. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was surprised as hell when I saw that he won. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought they were either gonna give it to Trevor Lawrence or
Trevor lost.
or Mac Jones or whoever else was running for the title, because it's been a quarterback award for the longest time.
True, but this is the reason why. When Trevor Lawrence lost, he almost lost a couple of them games. When they like spread out the points, like after a while, they just wore down the team. They were in a couple tight ones, and then they just
had he beat Ohio State, he would have won it.
Yeah. Because if you think about it like this, right now, the ACC, to be all the way honest with you, outside of Clemson, North Carolina, and Miami, the rest of them is trash. The rest of them just butt. Go ahead, name somebody. Louisville suck. Florida State suck.
Miami in there just to throw your team in there.
Man, on some breaking news real quick. It's not about sports, but Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm and is in ICU right now.
Whoa!
Yeah, I'm scrolling down Instagram. Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
I'm recording.
A brain aneurysm?
Yeah, brain aneurysm. He's in ICU right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, that's fucking wild, bro. T's and P's to fucking Dr. Dre. Holy shit. Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm like, just scrolling. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I know it's
21. Hey, yeah, you know what? Hey, 2021 can't be starting off like that.
Right, you can't be losing Dre.
We can't. No,
I'll be all the way honest with you. I think this some motherfucking some doom shit too. They talking about Doom died on like Halloween. Like, what the fuck?
Because fucking the beginning of last year, we lost Kobe the beginning of the year. And now, Dre in the ICU. I'm like, man, like, come on.
I think Dre was in the ICU for a couple weeks. I swear to you, I don't think he was in there right now. He got too much money.
Yeah.
That shit ain't nothing to play with. Brain aneurysms are fucking crazy if they don't get to it on time.
I agree.
That's fucking wild. Well, there's fucking thoughts and prayers to Dr. Dre. Hopefully he comes out of this.
This is about an hour ago.
I would hate for the year to really start off like this.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, let's get back to football before we depress everybody. Josh Jacobs. This is
in typical Raider fashion. Typical Raider running back fashion.
Did we not talk about this like towards the beginning of the year when they first got to Vegas? That
you called that shit
was going to be a problem.
You and Caleb called that shit.
That it was going to be a problem over there in Vegas.
But this is the only case we heard, right?
So far,
they had a whole year to fuck up. Vegas ain't been closed too.
COVID has kept everybody pretty much inside. When things go back to normal, watch how crazy it gets in Las Vegas.
Fam, Vegas is low-key open still.
Low-key open. Wait till it's full-key open.
I mean, low-key is what Florida and Atlanta is too. That's low-key open.
Yeah, and look what's happening in Florida and Atlanta.
I'm not entirely sure because either way, I ain't in none of them places. But I will say that this is typical Raider fashion. This is the kind of shit that I hate to see from any NFL player. You know what I'm saying?
Josh Jacobs was arrested for a DUI yesterday after a car crash at the Las Vegas airport tunnel.
Hold on now. Some of these architects be building some tight corners on these tunnels. It's a sharp turn in there somewhere.
Oh, he was treated at a hospital for minor injuries, but what I was like, wait, a car crash at an airport tunnel and oh man, this is not good.
We probably know the story. Somebody could have cut his ass off.
Could have, but he was obviously drinking because you don't get a DUI if you weren't drinking.
I mean, he could have been smoking.
Could have been smoking.
That's
been
more
doing a lot of
likely.
things.
I feel like smoking more likely, and they just smelled the weed in the car, found the weed and shit like that.
Whether he was smoking, whether he was drinking, it didn't matter. His season was over. He was having himself a good ass time, apparently.
Nah, he was mad as shit. This fan, he put that whole team on his back. The whole offense was on his back. He was mad as hell.
That's pretty much just to choke it all away in the end. This is why you don't bet on the Raiders, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say it over and over again. Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, dude came out and kind of, I'm not sure if we talked about this on air, but I know we've talked about it off air. There's a good chance Julio and Matt Ryan might be gone off the team. Arthur Blank, he made a statement, and this was towards the end of his Zoom interview that he did. He said, and I quote, "At some point, the best interest of the franchise, which is the pursuit that we have, the holy grail, if you will, is that we have to make certain if we have to make certain transactions, we are going to do it." So, and he said before that, he's like, certain players, we look at them as family. I love them, this, and that. Like, he was talking them up, but then saying, but if we have to, we have to. So that got me to thinking, where does Julio Jones land? Where does Matt Ryan land? And where does possibly Deion Jones and Neil land?
All right, so here's the thing. Let's just start with the top two. Julio and Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Before I get all the way into it, I'm going to say this. Atlanta's only going to sell 3 jerseys. Soon as they get rid of both of those players, they're only going to sell 3 jerseys because they only damn near sell 5 jerseys now. They only probably sell Matt Ryan, Julio, Deion Sanders, which that's probably above the rest of these fuckers. Todd Gurley now, which is a debate.
Calvin Ridley.
And Calvin Ridley. That was my last one. Those are the only jerseys they probably selling. So now once you get rid of Matt Ryan and Julio, Calvin Ridley, and
that all depends on who they bring in.
I mean, they're still gonna get Calvin Ridley. They're still gonna keep Calvin Ridley. You know what I mean?
Calvin Ridley's nice.
I know, but I'm saying when you ain't got no quarterback, no matter how nice you is.
Well,
AJ Green was on IR most of his career.
They're probably if they don't keep Matt Ryan, then they're probably going to look into this year's draft.
If they don't, Matt Ryan went out of there so fast. He's like, man, I'm trying to go
just exploring the possibilities. That's all.
And I'll tell you right now, you already know. Everybody know that fucking Matt Ryan is most likely going to meet back up with the other part of Choke Team 6. You know what I mean? And fucking yeah. Shit, Julio probably end up in the AFC. To be honest with you, he might end up in fucking Baltimore.
What if? It's a big what if. What if the 49ers landed both Matt Ryan and Julio Jones?
How? Like, y'all don't have enough money for that.
Y'all
don't have. Come on.
We'll probably trade Jimmy G We'll trade Jimmy G.
Man, oh no! When you think you'll get? First of all, I can't even let you go past that shit.
Hold on. We'll trade Jimmy G to give them their guy that they could use to put up the year for their rookie quarterback to learn behind. Okay, and then we'll give them. Let's see. We'll give them a second rounder. Next year's second rounder, and Dre Greenlaw, linebacker. We'll give him 2 second-round picks, Jimmy G and Dre Greenlaw.
All right.
Never gonna happen. That's probably the worst thing ever.
So what makes that shit even more funny is you think Julio finna go less than, you think he going for less than 2 first rounders. That's the funniest shit to me. Julio Jones is a 2 first round player.
That's why I added the players into it, because when you put the players into
Greenlaw is compatible with Julio's production? Come on, fam. Like, let's be real.
It just adds to Atlanta's defense. That's all that does. But I mean,
man, they not finna give up their top score for a fucking defender. That's some timing. Come on, fam. And firstly, Atlanta, you have to catch Atlanta high on methamphetamines to trade for Jimmy G, man. I tried to tell you earlier this year, I tried to convince you and Nelson that y'all need to trade Jimmy G. I tried to tell y'all for weeks, you need to trade Jimmy G now. Trade him now. Trade him now. You need to get rid of him right now. And I was like, trade him to the Jets. I promise you, you would have got so much out of that. You would have probably fucked around and got Joe Flacco in return, but you would have got like first-round picks. You would have got like 2 first-round picks. You get what I'm saying? You could have traded Jimmy G and fucking Brandon Ayuk. I mean, not Ayuk, but fucking, what's the other homie name?
Debo?
Say what?
Debo.
I would have traded Ayuk. Matter of fact, he unproven. Debo's proven. I would have traded Ayuk.
No. Ayuk has proven himself this year.
When I was telling you
this is rookie year.
3 games. It was only 3 games into it. Debo played in the Super Bowl. That's what I was trying to get you to understand early in the year. If you would have traded Ayuk and Jimmy G, got 2 first-round draft picks and possibly got Joe Flacco or a first and a second for Joe Flacco and Ayuk, you would be in a way better position. You would have had the same fucking record. You would have had the same record you got right now, and you would have went into the draft with the Jets first-round pick, and you would have got Trevor Lawrence. But you didn't think of it like that. You ain't think of I could have had the same record right now and get Trevor Lawrence.
Getting Trevor Lawrence. We'd be getting Justin Fields, if anybody.
Fam, if they would have got rid of Joe Flacco, they would have never won those games. They won those 2 games because of Flacco. Flacco was the starting quarterback. Oh, no. Flacco won 1. Sam Darnold won the other. Flacco won 1 of them games. They first win. They wouldn't have had that shit. That should have been eliminated.
You know, they beat the Rams. They beat the Rams with Darnold, and then they beat who the Jets? Who's this, their second win? Oh, the Browns with Sam Darnold. Both of their games they won this to Sam Darnold.
So who did they play when Flacco was fucking balling? He threw like 3 touchdowns or some shit. I'm pretty sure he won one of them games.
No, he
Flacco.
Flacco.
Bro, yeah, I was watching this shit on ESPN like, hold on, I didn't know Flacco went to the fucking Jets. And then I was just looking at this shit like, damn, he actually doing pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but we're looking to see that Atlanta is probably going to completely revamp their entire team. You would think they would keep Julio and probably move Matt Ryan. But, I mean, the way the owner kind of said that, you're going to have to go and listen to the entire quote. But from what I got from it, he's more than willing to move both of them if he has to. Yeah, so that's going to be wild if he ends up moving both Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. That would be crazy. Another news, the NFL Hall of Fame finalists of 2021 have been announced today. Let's go down the list. Field Yates, I got his Twitter, and it says the 2021 Hall of Fame finalists are Peyton Manning, obviously, Calvin Johnson, Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne, Leroy Butler, 49er general manager John Lynch for his Tampa Bay Buccaneer days, Rondé Barber, Charles Woodson, Jared Allen, Richard Seymour, Clay Matthews Jr., which is our current Clay Matthews' father, Sam Mills, Zach Thomas, Alan Faneca. Is it Faneca or Fanesha? And Tony Baselli. But, you knew Peyton Manning was going to be on there. You knew Calvin Johnson was going to be on there. Torrey Holt, Reggie Wayne.
Fuck the Torrey Holt. And Reggie Wayne. Both of them retired way before fucking Peyton did. And on top of that, Peyton wouldn't be shit without Reggie Wayne. So, they do that. Without Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison,
they're both going to make it.
Yeah, but they disrespectful. Like, that's very disrespectful. Reggie Wayne been out the league. He been out the league for a long time. You should have been gave him the nod, the third. You gonna give First off, you gonna give T.O. third ballot.
This is
Fam, you should have been through
ballot.
Torrey Holton, fucking Reggie Wayne, and Joe Horn, all them third ballot. Like, fuck. You should have gave T.O. Hey, man, that's another story. So.
Peyton Manning's going to make his first ballot Hall of Fame. Calvin Johnson, first ballot. And Torrey Holt, obviously he's been out of the league for a little while. He probably should have been in a long time ago. Reggie Wayne, this is, I think, his second, maybe third ballot? No. Reggie Wayne hasn't been out of the league for that long. I think this is Reggie Wayne's first ballot. Either way, I think he'd be first ballot Hall of Famer if this is his first ballot. John Lynch, I know this is his third to get in. I think he'll end up getting in eventually. Charles Woodson obviously should be in. Yeah, seriously. But I mean, it's a good list. It's a good list of guys. Congratulations to those guys for being 2021 NFL Hall of Fame finalists. We'll probably end up finding out who the Hall of Famers are going to be during probably Super Bowl time, I would say. Either the week before or the week of.
Couple weeks?
Yeah, a couple weeks we'll end up finding out. But, yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, always we talk about Rays. I'm not going to do the whole full ad read, but just know that this episode is brought to you by Rays. Join the rebellion. Go to repsports.com, reppsports.com. Use the promo code ALPHA-RAYS to get 15% off of your order. Like I said, join the Rays Rebellion. Get to it. If you haven't heard about it by now, you haven't listened. You can go get them at GNCs. You can get them at Vitamin Shots, but you won't get that discount. So, again, make sure you go to repsports.com, reppsports.com. Use the promo code ALPHA-RAYS for 15% off. So, Week 17 was definitely it was an eventful one, to say the least. It was a good last week to the NFL. We'll go down the list right here. Seahawks, 49ers. Seahawks beat the 49ers 26-23. DK Metcalf got most receiving yards in a season for Seattle Seahawks for the franchise history with 1303. I think he was even top 5 in the league, or minimum top 10 in the league when it came to receiving yards. He's top 10, right? Okay, not top 5. It's close.
If I'm not mistaken. Because Travis Kelce had 14 something, and then I think everybody else was 14 something.
No, but Stephon Diggs had 15. He's 15.
He led the league.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Then it was Kelce. Then it was.
I think it was Jefferson. Oh yeah, it was D-Hop. It was D-Hop. I think Jefferson, and then I think it was somebody else. But I think what's the name was 6.
Yeah.
It might have been DK. I could be wrong.
Falcons and the Bucks. I mean, we kind of knew this was going to happen. 44-27. Buccaneers handled it. 11 wins in the season for the first time since 2005 for the Bucks. Another 10-plus win season. And 43 touchdowns for the 43-year-old Tom Brady. A good season for the Bucks. We'll see how they do in the playoffs. Still a wild card team. Didn't win the division, which.
Hey, we can't skip no parts. Let's skip no parts. Mike Evans breaking the franchise record.
Yes, he did.
Hey, don't discredit my guy.
Also, not just the franchise record, but he's the only receiver to go 1,000 yards in his first 7 seasons. So, and he also fucked his knee up on that play. What they said it was minor, right? What did they say? Just a hyperextension. He's tear as shit.
I'm smiling through the pain. To be honest with you, bro, I've been telling you all year that Mike Evans was hurt. I've been saying that all year. Mike Evans.
He hadn't been 100% all year. I know that.
Because he played when Chris Godwin went out. They both was hurt. Him and Chris Godwin was hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got.
That's the thing about the Bucs. Even though I think I haven't seen it yet. It probably already has come out of what happened. But the thing about the Bucs is, and we've been talking about all year, the amount of weapons that they have. It's not like you know, they're really going to
No,
skip a
you
beat.
can't.
They got Godwin, they got AB,
Fam,
they got.
fam,
It's just
fam.
it's too many.
You tripping, bro. You
many
tripping
weapons.
right now, bro. You
I'm just
tripping,
saying,
bro.
it's too many. They have too many weapons to be able to skip a beat. Mike Evans obviously is a vital part, but still, it's just. I think they'll be fine. This is all I'm saying.
Fam, you're tripping, bro. You're tripping right now, bro. Hey, look, losing Mike Evans is like losing Tyreek Hill. I'm just go ahead and let you know that. It's the equivalent. Without Tyreek Hill blazing down the field, everybody else is a little more easier to guard. Granted, we got weapons. I'm not going to deny that. AB's a number one. Chris Godwin's a number one. So it will be easier for them to go if he's not playing. I'm not going to say and make it seem like we ain't got the capabilities to go out and win a game without Mike. But you got to give credit when credit due. You just sat here and said the man broke franchise and he is the only one in the NFL to do. Like, come on, bro. Only. When you say only, you mean that mean the people on my team too. So, hey, fam, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, hey, no, Mike is a guy, man. Mike is a guy, and if we lose him, I will be hurt, but I will be actually still cool because we got players like Chris Godwin, like you said, like AB, like you said, Gronk, like you said, and AB stole Scotty Miller touchdown. So if you look at the highlights from last week, he
That's pretty
stole
good. The
Scotty
shovel
Miller's touchdown.
passes and stuff like that to get AB his money for the receptions and stuff. That was pretty cool.
This was this one he threw in the back end zone in the corner. I mean, back.
No, I know, but I know that. What I'm saying is like those few shovel passes and everything that they gave AB into the game to give him his reception for his contract.
Yeah.
The incentives for getting a certain amount of receptions, they gave that to him. I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, because AB has been on his best behavior. He's been playing team ball, has not been complaining. Even when he's been going games with no touchdowns, 40 yards. And he see the bigger picture. He like, man, look, Big Ben ain't got nothing on this dude. And to be all the way honest with you, I think AB believe Big Ben's a rapist. That's just me, though. That's just me, though. I don't know. I think AB and Le'Veon like, man, this man a rapist, bro. Fuck this dude. I swear, that's what I think happened. Because that was, 2 years or a year after he did that shit? I think they were like, man, this fool a rapist, man. Hey, fuck the bullshit. I ain't gonna sit here and listen to no damn rapist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gonna sit here and talk to me, demean me. And you gotta go sit here and pull up on something to get some punani.
That happened in like towards the beginning of Ben's career. That didn't happen just like 5 years ago. That shit happened a while ago. The rape allegations and all that stuff.
Yeah, let me pull the whole thing. So I think that was after the Super Bowl and all that bullshit. That's when he had a big head. Early in his career, Big Ben was a little church boy. He wasn't saying shit. After Big Ben got wins and success, hey, man, I'm telling you.
They're looking up currently when Ben Roethlisberger's rape allegations were. Yep.
Man, look.
That
was 2015, bro.
Damn, 5 years ago. Holy shit.
2015, bro. Hold on.
Once in 2009. 2009 and 2010, it was twice.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Damn.
Bro. And he fucked Stormy Daniels.
Oh. Oh, no.
Bro, ABC Action News reported this in 2018. Says Stormy Daniels says she's terrified of Big Ben, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, he a fucking rapist, fam. Hey, look, I've been saying this shit. I don't mean no disrespect to any NFL players. Hey, look, man. I mean no disrespect, bro. I've been saying this shit the whole time, bro. He a fucking rapist, dog. He's a
I didn't even know that.
Rapist.
I remember the 2009 one. I didn't remember the 2015 one.
Bro, I've been saying this. I'm like, he is a fucking. There's no reason why Big Ben should be roaming the streets. Like, bro, Karma got on his ass when he crashed that motorcycle, fam. I'm telling you, Karma got all on his ass when he crashed that motorcycle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they both were settled out of court, and the NFL took no action on either case. Yeah, the NFL didn't do shit. Yeah. So it was 2009, 2010. I think the last one was settled out of court 2012. But yeah, no charge. They just settled out of court, so paid them off basically.
Oh, then yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
I said that to
Yeah,
you.
you ain't taking it to court.
No, because we had a private conversation about this shit.
Yeah.
Anytime that there's a settlement before there's an actual fucking conviction or anything,
Mhm.
oh yeah, they did it. Oh yeah.
Bro, I was literally arguing with my former roommate about this same shit. He's a Steelers fan. I was telling him, right? He was like, was there a conviction? Was there a conviction? I'm like, fam, let's be honest with you. Just like Dave Chappelle said back in the day, every black person is a paralegal to some degree. You already know. They pay out of court. Hey, fam. Hey, we ain't got to go no further. We got to go no further. Just go ahead and take that money and go on about your business. He did that shit. He did that shit, fam. And I bet you the Steelers has been covering his ass up. Like, just say hypothetically, right? Big Ben like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to retire. He goes to another team, finds the fountain of youth, and plays a good, like half a good year. All them rape allegation shit coming the fuck back out. I promise you that. I can bet you that. They gonna AB Big Ben hard too. I can guarantee that shit. I can guarantee. I feel like the Steelers family is petty.
It was in the beginning of this year too that he said that. Remember, he made that statement that, you know, he's clean, he's not doing any drinking, no drug. He's come to terms with Jesus. He's doesn't have no porn addiction anymore or anything. Ben, you got some demons in your closet, bro. And I don't think the Lord could save you.
Man, all of his rape was in the Bible Belt. All of his rape.
Oh, even worse.
He was in the Bible Belt. So don't try that. Don't try that. You raped somebody, then went to church the next day with your grandma, bro. Like, come on with this bullshit. I swear to you, dog, I hate motherfuckers like that. Try to use God and all that stuff, man. Like for real, that be pissing me off for real. Like, oh, I follow God over my demons. Within what? You ain't stopped fucking quarterbacking until you was hurt. You ain't stopped quarterbacking, bro. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. The whole time, your career has not took a pause at all, unless you was hurt. So you ain't lose nothing to make you come to terms with anything. You get what I'm saying? So fuck that. Fuck what he talking about. He's a fucking rapist, dog. Fuck him. I swear to you, dog. Until the Steelers get rid of him, fuck the Steelers and everything they stand for. I fought with you, bro. I've been knowing you a while. We ain't like we the tightest, but fuck the Steelers, bro. Fuck your goddamn employment, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, for real.
Oh shit. Let's go real quick. Cowboys fucking choked themselves. Oh god, 23-19 to the Giants. That's just that had to hurt. You didn't even get a chance to wait for the Washington game. You just already knew your hopes were dashed.
And then I had to hear the results from y'all, which made it even worse. I'm like, I didn't even get to see the score. I got that phone call. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Blowing up, bro. We were trying to get a hold of you for a while. We're like, he ain't answering his phone. Oh, he knows.
Man, I was out there, you know me, man. On Sundays, I'm out there on the front line doing what I do, man. Yeah. Trying to change this community, going after this church. So football wasn't even on my mind Sunday.
I feel it. I feel it. Once you got home, you got that.
Yeah, I still didn't even watch the Sunday night game. I'm done with football for the year. Like, I ain't watching the playoffs, nothing. My team ain't playing fucking all. I'm on the basketball.
No, you gotta watch the playoffs. We have a show to do.
I know. I still watch.
I feel like you got a better chance.
Hold on.
You got a better chance. You got a better chance with football, though. I mean, with basketball, you're right. You got a better chance. You got LeBron and them. You know, you got a better chance.
That's all right. Dallas winning the Super Bowl next year. I'm predicting that now. I'm always going to predict that.
You're not even going to pay Dak. You're probably going to give him another fucking, the franchise tag?
Probably. The Jets going to win the AFC. So both my teams going to progress next year. Yep, watch.
You said the Jets?
The Jets. It's gonna be the Jets. Matter of fact, it's gonna be the Jets and the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
You have a lot of optimism
Jets
for a
got a
team
King
that you
Ransom.
just started rooting for this year.
Yep.
Hey, the Jets got a King Ransom over there. If you really think about it, they got a lot of picks coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's got 2 in the top 20.
But yeah, that's a spillover from 2 years ago when they were sorry.
Oh, that's gotta suck for Houston. Because they have Miami has the number 3 pick that they got from Houston, from the Larry Tunsil trade.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
They mad as hell. They bet.
Bill O'Brien fucked them. He fucked them hard. Like, that wasn't even... Bro, Houston's going to be bad for a while now. Like, just kind of thinking about it, like, fuck, they don't even have a first-round pick.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That's
crazy,
wild.
bro.
Jets and Patriots. Patriots beat them 28-14. Won 10 straight games versus the Jets out of the Patriots. Lions and the Vikings were in a bit of a shootout the whole time. Matt Stafford almost basically completed another comeback in what might be his last game as a Detroit Lion. Justin Jefferson on the Vikings, on the other hand, most receiving yards by a rookie in the Super Bowl era with 1,400. He also passed Randy Moss's rookie record there in Minnesota. Congratulations to Jefferson. Did have a hell of a rookie year. That kid's going to be something special. Next one on the list, the Browns barely beat the Steelers 24-22. They clinched their first playoff berth since 2002, going to 11-5. Steelers went 12-14 to end the year after starting off 11-0. So they literally lost 4 out of their last 5 games, ending the season. I was watching a little bit earlier. Darius Butler, he was on Pat McAfee show. He went up and said he doesn't think that the Steelers should have benched any of their guys because they were playing like shit towards the end of the year. You know, so you want to get your guys to actually have a good amount of experience and do some good going into the playoffs, but they didn't do that. So now they got a rematch with the Browns in the playoffs for the first week. You have that look on your face. What the hell just happened?
Yo, I had the picture. I had Kenny Gantt's picture up to just talk shit because I was supposed to do this shit like 3 weeks ago when the Cowboys beat y'all. Oh. And then I was in here scrolling on Instagram and I saw the video they put up. Well, it was 3 separate videos they put up of our Bucks legends on our Tampa Bay page. They put up Warren Sapp, Mike Allstott, and Joe Jurevicius. And I was just over here just like, As soon as I saw the A Train, I was just like, the whole time. Because I follow Warren Sapp, but I rarely see the A Train on anything.
Yeah, I don't think he has a whole lot of social media stuff.
Yeah, they threw a video up. And I ain't seen Joe Jurevicius in a while. He looked actually pretty good.
All right,
Joe looked pretty good.
Got a question. I don't have a question, but people over here has a question. So you read that.
Who's that coming from? What is this, hooked on phonics? What are we doing over here?
Yo, no, hey, he looked up like a kid in class. Like,
he's like, huh? What? Huh? No, I'm like, what the fuck
y'all
is
looking
that?
at me? No, I couldn't hold it. Yo, that shit was too funny. Oh, fuck. Y'all looking at me look is hilarious. Fuck, I'm about to cry. Oh, shit. Oh, that was funny as hell, dog. We just stopped talking and whatever you was watching, we was just like, you're like, yeah, I'm going to show you this and then I'm going to have you say this. He's like, oh, what the fuck going on?
I was like, who the hell is that coming from?
You watching 48 hours. You watching for somebody about to snitch.
No, my bad. That was,
You want a cigarette? I was waiting on the part. You want a cigarette? Oh shit! Fuck, I need some water.
oh
man.
shit.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit!
Hey, no, that was funny.
He said somebody
That
about
was
to snitch.
Hey, you already know first 48. Everybody's talking real calm.
Right.
You know, you read this out. Would you like something to drink? Coffee, Mountain Dew, water. They only say Mountain Dew. They don't say soda. They say Mountain Dew. Like everywhere, everybody like Mountain Dew. But you want a cigarette? Yeah, man. Get the cigarette and they like that.
Oh
So
my
it was
god,
Tony,
dude.
Tyreek, and they don't even finish the drag. They just start busting them out like, hey.
Oh.
It was funny. Like I had this video playing. I was watching this feed real quick, and I thought like in my mind I had the volume down, like can't nobody hear this. And then like I was like sitting, I'm like it just got hella quiet. So I like looked up. Like that guy. Like,
You saw that video of the guy. He was with his moms and his old lady or his sister, and they was at the gas station. This fucker was watching porn, and they had to call. Oh my god, bro, that shit was funny, dog. That's almost what that was.
He looked up at his computer like, "Oh, what happened? Did we freeze? What?"
Shit.
When I have this get done downloading, because I'm being San Jose tomorrow, I'm giving you this drive. We're gonna clip the hell out of that. Holy
hey, most
shit.
definitely, because I'm gonna go get a hard drive tomorrow. I still ain't got my fantasy football money.
Who are you talking to?
The people that's watching, hopefully one of my friends. Give me my winnings. I earned it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, but I'm serious.
The Ravens beat the shit out of the Bengals 38-3. Baltimore had a franchise record 404 rushing yards that game.
Damn.
Hey, every commentator I heard talk about that game, they was like the Bengals gave it everything they got against Pittsburgh and Juju Schuster.
Just to get it like that from the Ravens. Holy crap.
Hey,
that was
man.
bad.
That's fine.
The Bills were over just fucking with the Dolphins, basically. They started their starters like with first quarter or first half, basically. Josh Allen went off, took their starters out. Dolphins fans, I could see it on Twitter, Dolphins fans and everybody going, all right, they took the starters out. Now we can, make a comeback. Nope. Pick six the very next time. It was just bad. It was bad for the Dolphins. Bills clinched the number 2 seed, which is their highest playoff seed since 1993. But yeah, the Dolphins are out with that loss. Rams versus Cardinals. Cardinals just.
Hold on. Y'all thought y'all was gonna make it. Sorry, fuckers, not gonna sit over there with the Jaguars. All right.
Oh, that was towards Miami. Yeah, Rams won 18-7, clinching their playoff berth, knocking out the Cardinals. If the Cardinals would have won, then the Bears would have been out. But since the Cardinals lost, the Bears, even though they lost to the Packers, still survived and made the playoffs. Colts and Jaguars. Colts beat them 28-14. Jonathan Taylor had a franchise record 253 rushing yards that game. He had one break. I think it was like a 58-yarder or whatever. Came off the line, met a guy in the hole, and just planted his foot right and took off left, and dude's ankles was just left in shambles. I was like, holy shit. And it was just clean run, too. Just nobody was there. Safety must have been off on the sideline grabbing a hot dog or something, because as soon as he broke the line, he was gone. So, yeah, 253 rushing yards. That's a pretty damn good game. It was against a shitty team, but Jaguars fall 1-15, secure that number 1 pick, most likely Trevor Lawrence. Texans versus the Titans. Colts fans were looking at this one intently because the Texans were looking like they were going to beat the Titans, which would have given the Colts the AFC South title. Goes down towards the end and then just heave chucking a hoe down to fucking A.J. Brown to get him in field goal position. They get there, kicker puts it up. It hits the fucking upright, but bounces inward. So the field goal was good. Titans win the game 41-38, clinching the AFC South for the first time since 2008. Raiders just barely beat the Broncos 32-31. First win versus Denver in Week 17 in team history. So they've never beaten the Broncos in Week 17 up until this last week.
You surprised?
No, not at all. But I'm just saying, like, that's when we're talking team history, over 101 years of the NFL. Fuck, like that's pretty bad.
That's just so the NFL. But to be honest with you, you really think about it. Through my whole lifetime, the Raiders couldn't really fuck with the Broncos. I mean, it's been a few years of the Broncos being sorry, but like for the most part, when Peyton was there, then before that, they had a fucking run. You know what I'm saying? Then before that, they had you know, with Tebow and shit like that. Then, you know what I mean? Years before that, you know, John Elway and them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I ain't really go with Jay Cutler.
Well, he was still beating the Raiders. The Raiders were a terrible team for like the better part of a decade and a half after that Super Bowl run against the Bucs. After that year, the Raiders were just the punching bag of the fucking league.
The
Raiders didn't start getting good until just recently. So it's like
no, they was solid. They was solid. I think it was Derek Carr first year. It was okay.
Derek Carr's first year was forgettable. The second year is when when they thought he was going to do worse, he actually performed.
Whenever they had,
I think it was his
Doug
third
Martin first year. That was Doug Martin first year after Tampa. Whatever year that was of Derek Carr, they was good.
I think that was year 2 for Derek Carr. Because year
balling.
3 was when he had the MVP season before he got hurt. Like he was like in the running for an MVP, and then he got hurt at the end of the year.
He had them soft dudes that couldn't take a quarterback telling them the right shit.
And then they paid him after that.
I mean,
they paid him big money after that.
2 good years, better than DeMarcus and what's my boy name that moved to receiver? Terrell Pryor.
Yeah. Chargers and Chiefs. Chargers beat the Chiefs. 38-20, and Patrick Mahomes wasn't playing. It didn't even matter. So
Tyreek, Travis.
Yeah, like pretty much everyone was sitting. 38-21 Chargers. The Chiefs fall to 14-2. I thought they were going to go 15-1. Like I thought they were going to be an almost undefeated team going into the Super Bowl, maybe. Justin Herbert, 31 passing touchdowns this season, which is an NFL rookie record. Justin Herbert had himself a hell of a year. He's going to be in that running for Offensive Rookie of the Year for the AFC. So we'll see what happens. Packers, Bears, Packers. Huh?
Justin Herbert winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't know. People like to leave. I'm just leaving it up for people to have their own discussion. Who they
Jefferson nice though. Don't Jefferson nice.
That's NFC though. That's different.
I'm saying of the whole league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he beating the AFC. Ain't nobody to fuck over there, but I'm just saying whole league. But go ahead, my bad.
Packers went and beat the Bears to clinch the number 1 seed in the NFC and home field advantage. And as we all know, Lambeau in the wintertime in January is a very tough place to play. 35-16, the Bears got all the luck in the world with Arizona losing because, again, their playoff hopes were pretty much dead up until Arizona ended up losing to LA. So They got lucky, but they're 8-8 going in. I think they're the final spot. They're the number 7 seed. So they're going to take on the NFC's number 2 seed, which is as of
The Saints, man.
Yeah, I was going to say the Saints. Yeah, and then the 3 seed is Seattle.
Yes. So look, I'm gonna tell you right now. So NFC is Green Bay 6. Seattle plays LA. Saints play Chicago. We play Washington.
All right.
So that's why I said the Bucks going to the Super Bowl, because I can fuck around and see the Saints losing to the fucking Bears. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. Everybody keeps saying all this shit. I'm telling you, they're gonna fuck around, put Nick Foles in. He gonna do some old playoff magic bullshit one more time, and he gonna beat the Saints. And then he gonna get dog walked by Seattle. He gonna get dog walked by Seattle. Then Seattle gonna have to play us, because we're gonna beat Washington and we beating Green Bay. We're gonna play Seattle, we're gonna dog walk their ass. And then we're gonna go ahead and play probably the Rapist or Lamar, because Pat gonna lose.
I think so.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let me pull up this goddamn shit again. I seriously think I'm gonna tell you the team Pat gonna lose to too, because I think they're not doubling up. I kept telling you all year they close.
The fucking Bills, eh?
Nah, they will play the Bills in the conference championship if they play them. I can see these fuckers losing.
That's 6. He's onto something, man. I think I think the Bills might fucking make the Super Bowl this year.
Nah.
They're on fire right now.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
They are on fire. That's not what I'm saying that for. I think they're gonna fuck around. They're gonna tuck themselves out against the Colts and gonna lose to the fucking Steelers. I think the Steelers are gonna beat the Browns. I told you that the Browns were gonna beat them last game of the season. I never said they was gonna beat their ass in playoffs. Hey, let's get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. I think they're gonna lose to the Browns. I mean, I think the Browns are gonna lose to them boys. I just got a strong feeling. Even though you can easily have a coach on the fucking headset. I'm gonna be honest with you. He could be at the crib watching that bitch.
Can't even be at the
watching that TV and then have a headset.
Home?
Yeah. Yeah. You can easily splice a phone line into that motherfucking goddamn shit. That's easy as fuck. You can just talk to this man straight up from the crib. He's just sitting on the phone.
That's not going to happen.
The goddamn owner's paying his phone line.
Then you might need to go talk to them, because that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Why not? Why would it?
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. You need to go talk to him. You need to call Cleveland and say, hey, have Stefanski fucking wire that shit from the house, and we'll get it done.
Bro, they don't melt that shit to his crib. Next day air. They melt that. Like, bro, you gotta understand how these corporations work. They mailing that shit out. They mailing that shit out, bro. Oh, hey, I'll tell you that right. They don't melt that shit out. He's like, look, they don't give him step-by-step instructions like a dummy's guide to fucking audio. Audio video.
You're gonna have the Browns are gonna have one of those robot things on the side with the screen, just having his head. He's gonna be on Zoom call the home game.
Hey, if they got a robot like that, they might want to have a robot disciplinarian on the sideline. He was like, "Hey, go slap the shit out of Baker."
Wow, I'll do that shit for free. Saints and the Panthers 33-7. Jesus, New Orleans 26 plus points in 10 straight games with Drew Brees at quarterback. Going in with that number 2 seed, 12-4 Panthers.
What was the stat line?
26 plus points in 10 straight games with Drew Brees at quarterback.
No, Drew Brees. Drew Brees. What was his stat line for that game?
Oh, his stat line. Stat line. Saints. Drew Brees, 22 for 32.
Doesn't matter because Brady got the record. Ah! Hey, I'm gonna turn the rock on y'all ass. Oh, all right.
I'm pissed off because of how good that actually worked.
All right.
like, damn, you motherfucker. You really did get me on that one. And then the last game, Washington football team obviously winning 20-14, clinching the NFC East, being the number 4 seed. But yeah, Cleveland, they got pretty much COVID all up in their building. They're not doing shit. We'll come to you guys on Friday for the weekend super wild card weekend. It's going to be great. The NFL regular season is over, but the playoffs have just begun, and this is where things start to get interesting and fun. We will get to you guys again on Friday. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. You guys know where to follow us. We're here on YouTube, Tornado Bros Productions channel. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to let you guys know when we come back live or when we put out any video content. Go to Twitter, the JAFFO's AP. What?
What you doing? Just finish, bro.
You have a look on your face like what?
I was still laughing at the rock shit.
Oh,
just finish what you're doing.
Follow us at the JAFFO's AP on Twitter. Tornado Bros Productions. Go to theirs at the Alpha PvP. Mad Sticks, where do they find you at?
DJMadSticks.com, IG, Facebook, DJ Mad Sticks. You can follow me on Facebook, Allies for Black Lives, Placer County. You can follow me on there. Get all your gear, DJMadSticks.com, booking, all of that. Tap in.
Country K, where they get you
at? Country K863. That's on all social media platforms. That's KOUNTRY 863. That's on everything. Make sure when you hit me, you put the hashtag. Don't forget the K.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget also as well for the IG account, go to PvP_sports and Raise Rebellion. Go join that. Breaking Ground Enterprises, go do that with them. Real quick with them, I know we mentioned them as pretty much like the opening sponsor, but they're pretty much the guys who go fix up the houses, making them look nice and everything, go and sell the house. If you guys want to get basically a fixer-upper, you guys want to buy a piece of property and put some land on it or whatever it is you guys want to do, Breaking Ground Enterprise is the place to go. 510-646-7891. Give them a call. They'll help you guys out. Again, Raise Phoenix Fit. Don't think it's going to happen, guys. Apologize, but I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately. But, hey, it's all good. It's all good. Because you know why? Because Raise, when you go to repsports.com, they give pretty much the same thing that Phoenix Fit does, like the workout supplements and everything. So 2 for 1, boom. Go repsports.com, you get your Raise, and you get all of your workout supplies that you guys need. So it works out in the end, no matter what. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us. Episode 51, January 5th. I hope your New Year's has been decent so far. Let's see if everybody can, stay with their New Year's resolutions for more than a couple of weeks. Thoughts and prayers out again to Dr. Dre. Hopefully he comes out of this okay, because we said it earlier, that would be a really fucked up way to start 2021. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers out to Dr. Dre. Obviously, you guys will see that in social media whenever that gets updated. So there it goes. Spotify, if you guys want to listen to the audio, if you guys didn't get the chance to check out live or go on YouTube, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cat, pretty much fucking anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. That's where we're at. And we will see you guys on Friday. For myself, JP, for Mr. DJ Mad 6. For Country Cable, see you guys then. Deuces.
Peace.